What I'm doing here is very unsexy, it's very unmasculine. I wake up with constant negative thoughts. There's all sorts of doubts and fears. And I swear, man, my 40s are nothing like what I expected them to be. They usually taste like butt. I'm not even gonna front. All right, here's my Whole30 approved breakfast. I've always had to wear a mask in relationships in the past. Good morning, vlog. It's a good day to be alive. Jesus is still king. The Eagles are 3-0. And by the time you're watching this, I'm probably sitting in front of the television watching us beat down the Bucks. Who do you follow? What's your club? And I don't want no bandwagon fans either. If you haven't been following this club for at least 5 years, I don't even want you to comment down below. Let me know if you're a real fan. Anyway, I got to take this little guy out. Come here. Let's go outside. He's gonna hurt himself doing that. Stop jumping like that, bro. Come here. So this is my girlfriend's brother's dog. He plays overseas and he has some issues getting him back over to Greece. So we're watching him right now. So I wanted this video to be a life update video. I just had my 42nd birthday a few weeks ago. And I swear, man, my 40s are nothing like what I expected them to be. Let me say that. I'm loving them. But there's so much changing in the way that I think, the way that I process information, the way that I have to take care of my body. Shout out to my girlfriend for buying me this yoga mat for my birthday. And this has been like my home every morning for like an hour, right? I'm doing foam rolling, I'm doing meditating, stretching. All right, so I want to have a conversation with you guys like I would have with my uncles or my brothers or my good friends. I've been struggling. I found myself in a season of my life where I'm having advanced levels of stress, and that stress has turned me back to the fat boy. I've been overeating sugar. I've been really using food as an emotional crutch. Still, 13 years in, and I share this with you guys so that you know that you are not alone. I understand that struggle. I've been able to not put on a bunch of weight, but I also feel the impact of how I've been eating on my body, on my mind. So what I've done, I committed to Whole30. I've been doing Whole30 now. This is day 2. If you're not familiar with Whole30, it's basically no dairy, no grains, no sugar, no alcohol for 30 days. I'm editing the video right now, and I realized I could have explained a little bit better why I'm actually doing this diet. So the Whole30 is a very restrictive diet, but it's designed to be sort of like a cleanse, if you will. It's an elimination diet. I noticed that I was feeling really addicted to the sugar, a little bit more than normal. So to give myself some hard boundaries, I do Whole30 to just kind of cleanse my body, cleanse my mind, to free me from the addiction. And the thing that I miss most is my evening drink of Kava Haven. Allow me to pay the bills real quick. Now, shout out to Kava Haven. But to prevent me from turning to alcohol like I would do in the past when I'm experiencing stressful seasons of my life, I've been having a nice, calm, relaxing drink of kava. I add a little bit of sparkling water, and it does the trick. It kind of just soothes me. It's my nightcap, if you will, without the hangover, without all of the negative side effects of alcohol. And it actually tastes good. I've tried several kava drinks in the past. They usually taste like butt. I'm not even gonna front. But Kava Haven, on the other hand, has this refreshing, crispy, lemony lime flavor to it, and I really, really enjoy it, to be honest. I tell people all the time, if you're trying to lose weight, getting rid of alcohol is one of the best things you can do. I know it's challenging. This healthy lifestyle, if you want to look your best, if you want to feel your best, it does require sacrifices. But Kava Haven makes that transition so much easier. It's lower calories. It doesn't inspire you to eat pizza at 1 in the morning like alcohol does. Listen, guys, any product I ever put in front of you, I 100% stand behind. When I say I drink this shit every evening, I literally drink it every evening. And when I say this is the thing that I miss most, being on Whole30, I mean that. You can get 15% off your first bottle when you scan this QR code. There's also a link in the description below. Try something different. It's a totally different vibe. And I'm telling you, it will help you leave that alcohol alone, because that shit is poison. So usually what I do is, right, I'll have an idea of what I want to talk to you guys about. But honestly, I just wanted to take this opportunity to reconnect with you guys, like as my family. I mentioned I've been struggling. There's a lot going on with me mentally and emotionally. And really, I look at that as an opportunity. This is not something that I'm like complaining about. Oh my God, I'm fucking depressed. Like, nah, it's not even that type of energy. What I feel like is God is calling me to elevate. Every time I've elevated, every time I've leveled up in life, there's always this season of darkness that is designed to teach me, to show me about me, show me things that I need to improve and show me things that I need to work on in order for me to handle what God has for me in the next season of my life. And this one just happens to be extra challenging. I wake up with constant negative thoughts. There's all sorts of doubts and fears. You know, I am also in one of the most healthy romantic relationships I've ever been in, where there's complete space for me to express my emotions freely. I've always had to wear a mask in relationships in the past. Like it was never okay for me to not be okay. And in this relationship, my girlfriend, she welcomes all of my emotions, right? I don't have to hide them. I don't have to, you know, hide behind this like fake masculine mask. And being that that's the case in the relationship, it's like my subconscious mind, my emotions, they feel like it's okay to come up now. So everything that I've been suppressing for fucking a decade is now coming up. And I'm feeling the fullness of that. I'm just sharing this emotional shit because I want you to know that you're not by yourself, and I want you to find somewhere safe for you to have conversations about it. I grew up in the era where men don't cry. I grew up in the era where if you expressed emotions, that was weakness. You know, it's stopping us from growing. It's stopping us from learning the things we need to learn about ourselves in order to fully elevate and to heal. So I try to do that with my Shine group. This is my group coaching program. And every Monday we have a call where I invite them to share the things that they're struggling with. If you are dealing with big emotions and it's causing you to eat, we talk about that shit there. If you are stressed out because of finances or pressure at work, we talk about that shit. It's not just about diet and exercise. So shout out to my Shine group coaching program participants. I love you guys. You can find details for both programs in the description. All right, here's my Whole30 approved breakfast. This is about 6 ounces of ground turkey. There's about 5 ounces of sweet potato right there. Let me sit this down. And then I have 40 grams of egg whites that I'm gonna throw right on top of this joint.
Getting some footage for you. Yeah. They need to know. They don't know that this happens if you don't show them.
That I eat?
Yeah.
I think they know I eat there.
They know you make plates.
So I'm real big on brotherhood. And for a lot of ambitious, successful men, we typically are isolated. There's not a lot of people who can relate to our struggles. So anytime I connect with another brother, I always extend myself. Like, yo, listen, bro, if you ever need an ear, if you ever need some support in any way, just reach out to me. So my man, D Wade, hit me up this morning. And I said, listen, I'm gonna try to pencil you in today, because when a man reach out, because it takes a lot, especially men like us, to reach out for support. So if he reaches out for support, like I said, I'm gonna be a man of my word. So I told him, yeah, pull up, bro. Let's just chop it up. And I figured I'd just let you guys in on the conversation.
What's up, brother? How you feeling, man?
My guy, what's up?
Eagles fan.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, man, I'm a Commanders fan.
Sorry to hear that.
I love Eagles. Good this year. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How you been?
Man, great, man. Man, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. Doing things you never done, man. Attempting to grow, man. We're gonna have a good conversation.
Yeah. Let's just chop it up.
So I know you know a little bit about my story, right? You know what I'm saying? I've been home about 5 years now, after a hella long sentence. It's a dope.
How long was your sentence?
14 years, 3 weeks. Straight, you know what I'm saying? The wild thing about it, I was telling one of my employees last night, I left at 21, but right before that, I had just did 10 months on a drug charge. I wasn't even home a year. So from 19 to 20, 10 months on a drug charge, home for about 9-10 months, then back for 14 years and 3 weeks, you know what I'm saying? My development, I had to become a man in there, you know what I'm saying? That's a reality. But I mean, that shit was never my life, man. What I tell people, I used to say every day, like, this ain't my life, man. I'm just here till they let me go, man. And now, the reality is to have started I started a cleaning business, you know, it started growing, it's pretty successful, right? I never want to be the king commercial cleaner, but shit, it shit pay my bills, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And it took me around the world, got me living good, allowed me to open up another company, but everybody want to be successful. Everybody wants success, but if we don't have people to teach us structure, systems, proper communication, professionalism, every step that they go along from not just the hard work, but it's so many things you got to learn, bro. It's a whole, I'm going to use the word myriad of things you got to learn. If you don't have nobody to guide you and tell you, bro, you out there on the island lost by yourself trying to figure it out, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, fellas, I wanted to let y'all in on this conversation because I know a lot of us are carrying weight that it's hard to put into words, man. The stress, the struggle, the pressure, trust me, I get it. And a lot of us don't have anyone real to talk to, right? Someone who understands, somebody that's gonna listen without judgment. So my brother D Wade, he did 14 years behind the wall. He came home, he's trying to get his shit together. He's out here building businesses and he's trying to make up for lost time. And he's out here making mistakes, just like all of us. He's stumbling, he's trying to figure it out all on his own. So when we sat down, all I did was be a ear, and I was a mirror for him. Like, I reflect back what he was saying. I reminded him of who the fuck he is. I was giving him accountability. I was giving him some encouragement, some wisdom. And that's what more of us need, right? Reminding each other that even when we feel behind, even when we feel lost, we can still catch up, we can still rise, we can still lead. We change the world one conversation at a time, one moment of honesty at a time, by supporting one another, by loving one another, while we learn how to love ourselves. Because when men heal, when we stand together, we become the leaders our families, our communities, and the leaders that this world needs. All right, so let's band together as brothers and support one another. Look, let me tell you, this isn't the glamorous part of fitness, right? What I'm doing here is very unsexy, it's very unmasculine, but it's very necessary because lower back pain is not a motherfucking game. And a lot of the times, the lower back pain is caused by deficiencies in strength in other areas of our body. For instance, right now, I'm dealing with weak glutes. I've known about my weak glutes, but for some reason, I haven't been consistent at making sure I address this weak glute problem until it starts causing pain. That's the beautiful thing about the body, right? The body will tell you when some shit is off, right? And I've been ignoring it. And because I've been ignoring my weak glutes, I've been having some knee pain. Weak glutes, weak core can cause knee pain. It can cause back pain. When your body's out of alignment, everything's designed to support one another. Anterior and posterior muscles give and take. They all have a function. When something's off, it fucks everything up. So here I am doing this very unsexy shit, clamshells, just to address imbalances and weaknesses in my body so that I can prevent pain. I always warn people about the dangers of associating exercise with only burning calories, because preventative maintenance type work isn't the shit that's gonna burn the most calories. Like, I'm not burning a bunch of calories right now. And if I only trained to burn calories, I wouldn't feel motivated to do this. The reason why I feel motivated to do this is because I want to have a functional, pain-free body. So it's not really about burning calories right now. So I want to give you a heads up, because I got caught up in that trap where every workout, everything that I'm doing has to burn calories. Yes, this is burning a little calories, yeah, but it's not going to burn nearly as many calories as if I was doing some HIIT or lifting weights or, running on the fucking treadmill. So think about exercise as an investment into a pain-free body, into a body that is strong, that is flexible, You have good balance. Think about what you want to do when you're 80, 90 years old and start training for that shit now.